Hi, I'm Lisa Hattelstad, and on any given day, I would happily engage in a foot chase, complete with scaling chain link fences and dashing across rooftops, rather than have myself be video recorded. But I am overriding that today because I want to create a video journal about my experience with hemifacial spasm, or HFS for short. Here's why. I rarely talk about it, other than to explain to people what's going on with my face when something's going on with it. And whenever I do talk about it, I feel fairly shut down. It's a fairly misunderstood and rare condition. It's hard to talk about. It's also very isolating. There's not much readily available or truly helpful information out there, in my opinion. And it just seems like I have this wonderful opportunity to document my own experience, not only for myself, but to illuminate for others the realities of this diagnosis. When I first became symptomatic, I would have killed to find one other person who could say to me too. Those two words are really powerful for anyone feeling alone and afraid. So it's my hope that in sharing my story, my experience, not only will it help friends and family better understand this condition I have, but it may also find its way to someone else just starting down this road who's feeling alone, who's confused, and maybe is looking for a little comfort in the words, me too. I like to write. I have a gift for writing, but because HFS is such a visual disorder, it only makes sense to me to use the medium of video to talk about this. I'm using my phone to do this recording, and I am not particularly good in front of the camera, so please excuse the ums and awkward pauses and me looking down at my notes. Because we're all busy and tend to have short attention spans when it comes to social media, I'm going to try to keep these video segments fairly short and just talk about one thing at a time. I plan to post them on my Facebook page and also on my blog, which is verylisa.com. That's VERYLISA.com. I wanted to start a blog to to create some good in the world, and maybe this is the avenue for it. I don't know, but we'll see. Hemifacial spasm is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It's half the face being subject to involuntary spasms. These spasms can be as mild as a little eye tick, something we've probably all had at least once in times of stress or exhaustion. It can also be as severe as a complete clenching of the affected side of the face. Think about clenching your fist, only it's your face that's doing it, and it's doing it completely involuntarily, to the point where your muscles will tremble and then finally have to give out in exhaustion. But it will do that in a series of clenches that can be really uncomfortable and very fatiguing. In many cases, there's also peripheral effects such as vision field cuts or vision blurriness, auditory disturbances, pain of the facial muscles, drooping of the eyelids, cheek or mouth on the affected side, headaches, earaches, slurred speech, difficulty eating and swallowing, and sometimes neck pain. I'm sure there's other symptoms as well, but these are the ones that I've experienced. These symptoms appear and disappear. For some, it's almost constant. For others, like myself, it's intermittent. I can have 1 or 2 incidents a day, or many throughout a day or series of days, and then be asymptomatic for a while. I never know when they'll come on, but certain things can exacerbate them or cause an onset of the symptoms for me. Things like stress, anger or other strong emotion, aversion to something I'm talking about or something somebody else is talking about, like politics, sets me off. Exhaustion, colds or sinus problems due to allergies, certain movements in my face or eyes, for instance, focusing hard on something like trying to read small print, lifting my eyebrows, winking, grinning, eating, kissing, breathing, just kidding. But really, since they often just come on with no provocation, that's true. The spasms can also come on when I am completely relaxed and even asleep, at which point I'll wake up in the middle of a spasm. You may notice during this video that my face is having a lot of things going on. And as hard as it is for me to just let that happen, I am just going to let it happen because I want you to be able to see what it looks like on a typical day. Right now they're pretty mild. They could get worse during this video or they might not. I've videotaped a few, just my face spasming, not doing anything but just videotaping it, and I'll probably post those on my website as well. The root cause of HFS is typically a blood vessel, an artery, compressing the seventh cranial nerve, which is your facial nerve, in the location of the brainstem. Your facial nerve is what controls the motor movements of your face. Things like opening and closing your eyes, movements of your eyebrows, cheeks, and also of your mouth, of speaking and eating and kissing and all that stuff. HFS can also be an effect of facial nerve injury, a tumor, or Bell's palsy. The condition is rare. Statistics show only about 8 in 100,000 people in the US have this condition or have been diagnosed with this condition. I've also seen other statistics saying 1 in every 200,000 people have it throughout the world. So I feel really special in a craptastic kind of way. Anyway, you can find basic information about HFS online just by Googling the term Hemi-Facial Spasm. I'll post some links to some good, simple information I found on my blog if you want to do more investigating. So this is about all I'm going to say in this first video. In my next video, I will talk about my particular experience with it, how it came on and how it was diagnosed, and some treatment that I've had for it. And I hope that you'll choose to follow along. And I do encourage you, if you'd like to, go ahead and share this information because, like I said, I really would like to get it out there for other people that might either know somebody that's going through this or be somebody that's going through this. So thanks a lot for being here. My videos are going to be posted on verylisa.com. Again, that's VERYLISA.com. You can find them there. You can find them on Facebook. And thank you.